Okay, welcome back to the Red Shirt Geeks. My first time doing this all by myself some. Okay, I'm Patrick. If you look below, right down there, around there, kind of try to look at the screen while I'm doing this, so yeah. But we're getting ready to play Diablo 2. First time I played this, well, it's been almost 20 years since I first played this because... It's been 20 years since I first played this because, yeah, it came out. And back in the day, I usually got a game a year afterwards because that's just the nature of what we did, because they came out at like $60 and then they dropped down to 40, and then you could probably justify buying them because you'd spend forever on them. So, let's see here. So... Now, I've been playing a little while with an Amazon, so I'm not going to play another one, because my Boazon's easily over the level 30, and that's pretty oofy. So let me get into gameplay here and get the sound on. This is going to get loud and quick. Oh yeah, there's the chunky sounds. Yeah. I have not figured out why it goes out of... Why it always goes out of sound when I click away, so... Okay, so the Pally's probably good. When Lars and I, when the Diablo 2 Resurrected comes out, Lars and I will probably be playing this, and when we do, one of us will probably play a Pally, just for the auras and the fact that auras and the meat shielding. In fact, I think in our current game, he's playing in our Diablo 3 game, I think he took the Crusader. And I decided to go with the Wizard. Female one, of course, because Grey Delisle Griffin's voicing her. And I like that Azula vibe. Because, yeah, Azula. Let me make some adjustment here. Still trying to get into getting the platform working the way I want it. So, Barbarian, I always had a good time with that. Not my fave. And I suppose if you have to remember, when this came out, I wasn't used to looking on the internet to find all this information. So I didn't look at the internet, really, when I first had this. But I'm going to settle with the Assassin, because I really, really enjoyed the Assassin. So we shall... I don't know what I should name her. Let me think here. I don't know. Let us go with Ayala. I like that name. That's going to be our Stabby's name. So let's jump into game.
Good day.
So first thing we're going to do, let's crank up the difficulty so it's fun. Another little trick I learned many, many years later. So we're starting from level 1, brand new character. Let's talk to our Eve.
Stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began.
Yeah.
No, you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Well, some say that Diablo, the Lord
Bad
of
editing?
Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but
a Dark Wanderer. Ooh. I wonder who that is.
The mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see,
yeah.
Shortly after the
something about Diablo.
The monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside.
Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates reopen. Yeah.
I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lutga Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive, then I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp.
Yeah, we'll talk to Akara. Boring now. Okay, so... Let me check something real quick here. Sorry about the audio cut. But... Yeah, now some things we know. The warrior that we're talking about, the Dark Wanderer, is actually the warrior from the original Diablo game. We learn in Diablo 3 that's Prince Aiden, son of King Leoric.
Hi there. I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp. It's good to see some strong adventurers around here. Many of our sisters fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Andariel.
Andariel's the poison-spitting boob witch. And one of the lesser evils. A side note, there were 3 character classes in the original Diablo. The warrior, who was Aiden, aka the Dark Wonder in this game. In the sorceress, here from the sisters, the archer, I forget what the character name was. She actually turns out to be Bloodraven, according to the official. My brain's blanking tonight because I've been up too long. And then the third one is the Summoner, but we don't meet him till somewhere near the end of Act 2 before we get to the Canyon of the Magi. So let's talk to Geed.
Good day to you, partner. I'm Geed, and I can already tell.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to skip some of this. But basically, Geed is your trades, your weaker stuff, and your gambling, which is always good. Charcy does your repairs and has the coolest weapons. Wariv is basically the guy that you talk to go to Act 2. If you want a hireling...
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel.
You talk to her.
I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home. But know this. Akara may be our spirit.
Oh yeah, the rogue. I'm sorry, my brain blanked. It was the rogue.
Take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn. Hello?
Yeah, this is Kasha. Once you kill Bloodraven, then you get the good stuff from her. This is Akara.
I am Akara.
She's the healer and magic item
Sisterhood of
one.
the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel in which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations.
Yeah, and Dariel's got it lit up.
Evil demon.
Whatever.
Great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures.
Go kill them, basically. Yeah, look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogues' camp and kill everything living in it, because that's what you do, is kill things. So, hang on a second here. I have a little bit of things. The downside of me starting the beginning of this, let's see here. I gotta fix something. Let me fix my webcam just a little bit here, because still tweaking and adjusting things beforehand. Okay, there we go. Now let's get back to gameplay. One of these days I'll solve the audio problem. Okay, so let's go out stabby. So let's take a look at our inventory first. I got a Qatar. Basically, the assassin handles blades in her hands. Eventually you get 2 blades, but she is pretty much the stab machine. Dual-bladed stab machine versus the barbarian, who's a 2-bladed hacking thing. Oh yeah, they'll never see you coming, except when they see you coming. So let's get down to the business. Hold on, let me make an adjustment here real quick. Actually, I had a key. How about that? Yay. Oops. I didn't pick up everything we can because we need armor, even if it's pitiful, and scrolls and healing and all that stuff. We're going to pick up everything in the very beginning here. We'll get selective later. Let's take a look at the map. I'm going to try... Usually I played a lot with the map on, but I'll try to keep it off because otherwise it gets confusing real quick. Wow.
I am overburdened.
Yay, we finally killed something. We're going to have to get a ranged weapon at some point. Okay, so I'm going to ditch the crap buckler. Let me ditch this for a second. Let's pick up the good buckler. Let's ID this, put it on. That's a nice, good beginning. Let's ID the boots. That was a waste. Let's ID the good quilted armor. Put that on. Toss the junk. I can't identify anything else now, so we're just going to load this in. Oh, crap. I just realized there was leather armor. I should have identified that and ditched the quilted junk. But I guess I'm committed now, so we're going to keep this. Those are worth approximately nothing, so... Oh, we got a first ruby. I'm going to grab the bolts and the arrows. Once I find a ranged weapon, I'm going to make that my... Okay, and is this already? Yep, there it is. Okay, so we found the cave. So we will do with the cave in a minute. We're going to run around and at least get to level 2 before we do anything else. Okay, standing around I'm going to let my stamina get rolled up first. No, I'm not. We're going to burn that. We're going to pick up everything until we can get our equipment stocked up. But I got to find some things to kill here. Where's everybody? Hey, there's some fallen. Let's kill them. To be honest, I played this without any internet support, and let me tell you, that is not fun. So let's load this up. These are all 0 value, so we're going to get those in there. We're going to get that in there, that. And I'll tell you, I don't need any mana right now, so we're just going to load that up. But let's get our claw mastery started. Now, the big thing I'm going to work on is Claw Mastery and eventually Shadow Master. That's Claw Mastery and Shadow Master, the two things I'm really interested in here. And I'm probably going to take... And I'm going to look in here in a little bit and figure out which one I want to do. But let's see here. We're going to start with Vitality. We're going to pretty much work on those 3 as long as we can here. Yay, key. My experience playing this since I got back into it, started warming up. Come on. This is why you occasionally want a ranged weapon, so you can hack these guys quickly.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, so I'm full up on arrows. Level 3, yay! So one thing is the difficulty curve in some games gets just stupid real fast. Okay, my XP is done. I'm going to explore the rest of this area real quick before I go over the bridge. See if there's anybody I can kill. Alright, superior leather gloves. Yay, the run across the map and not have to worry about it. Oh, my first zombie. Okay.
I am overburdened.
Okay, I gotta decide which gloves I'm keeping. Let's grab the superior leather gloves. Which is the better one? Increased durability, better defense. Tell you what, I'm going to grab these leather gloves. This. The leather armor. Right now I just need enough money to be able to afford basics. And here's our temporary melee ranged weapon if we ever need it. Okay, now we got a ranged weapon if we need it. Not a great ranged weapon, But something if we need to plink away at somebody from range, we can do that temporarily. So we're going to hoof it back to town here, sell our stuff, get ourselves ready to actually go into this properly.
Greetings.
Okay, so we're going to buy a tome. Nope, we're going to sell that, sell that, sell that. Let's see here. I'm going to sell off the mana potions. Okay, so let's buy a tome. Okay. That was not worth it. That goes on my head. That goes there. See if we can buy one. We cannot buy one. So we're going to put those 2 scrolls there. We're going to keep these items temporarily because I like having... Because I'm not going to give up. The rejuves are really cool for quick heal. And once you get the Roderick Cube, we get them all. But that's Act 2, so I'm just going to keep these buggers here. Did anything have a socket? Nope. Okay, so let me check something here. It's completely unrelated. Luckily, I have a second computer for my streams and such. There we go. Let me check this real quick here. Which is this one. So let's go. We want to go the Tiger Claw. Now the nice thing is we do have one opportunity to change everything if we need to. Basically, we're going to put a lot of vitality because we need to... So let's see here. Claw Mastery. Okay, so now I know which one. I'll just try to see which skills I'm really going to focus on here. Now, I'm not going to worry about equipment necessarily. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the Tiger Strike and Dragon Claw. I'm just looking. Basically, I was looking. The things we're going to focus on: Tiger Strike and Dragon Claw. We're going to pump those. Shadow Disciplines. We're going to have Claw Mastery and the Shadow Master. And, of course, we'll have to go through and get a few prerequisites here and there. If we had anything that was passive, I'd at least try to pick some of those. But there's really no... There are really no... There's really nothing in here. And just for simplicity of not wearing myself out, I'm not going to worry about traps too much. So... Okay, but the big one we're going to bump is Vitality. And then we'll bump Strength or Dex as we need to get better stuff. So, that's my plan here. Okay, so... So let's see if we can pick up another claw class weapon instead. Okay. Guitar of Ice Bolt. That would be wonderful. Cost me 67 for this stupid thing. So we got 2 guitars. That'll do until we get a chance. And apparently I had to spend a lot to repair. Not worrying about my shields, I just want my... I want to bump my masteries. Because I'm going to be able to double claw thing. So let's just get straight to the cave and get to the rat killing. Or the monster killing. Whichever you prefer. Maybe I should... Ooh, chest. Don't care about... We're gonna... From here on out, we're gonna try not to pick up too much. Okay, kill all the monsters.
Perfect.
Ooh, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to stab you with it again. Now, 90% of the time, I would not care about picking up anything involving Katars. Because the assassin weapons are... But I'm going to have to pick up a few things because I need to... Till we get to... So... Right now we're just doing the first thing, being able to stab and charge things. But right now it's collect everything time. I think I saw one guide where they said, no, you don't need to pick up any gold. I'd like to not pick up gold, but since they in Resurrected, they're going to implement automatic gold pickup like they did in Diablo 3. And let me tell you, that saves so much time, it's not even funny. Get straight to him and make him dead. That got his attention quick. Let's see here. Wand. Let's see if there's anything good to this. Nope. It's worth approximately dick. We'll just grab a few of those. Let's see what we can bump up here. We're not going to worry about that till we can start getting Tiger Strike. So let's go shadow this. The fact is we want to keep bumping this because we want to keep getting the critical strike so we can get the fast kill damage. Oh. And vitality. And we'll bump our strength. Once we get... We'll probably try to figure out how I'm going to... So let's see here. So we're at level 4. I think at odd levels I'll jump strength or dex. Strength or dex at odd levels. Starting with strength. I didn't want to pick that up. Oh, he's dead? Okay, so let's go this way. I will say this, melee classes are fun to play here. Pull back slightly, because I'm going to die if I don't. Let's get this guy now. Oh, we're almost out. And that was it. Now we go back to a car and get our good stuff.
The rogue's test is done.
Let's see here. Light.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna throw some crap out here. Like that. Anything crude, I'm gonna throw out. Let's see here. Let's grab the club. I'm just trying to get some extra stuff. Just in case. Okay, ooh. Identify that. Identify that. And we're gonna... why do I even have both? They're worthless. See if there's any... Let's grab the superior short sword just in case. It's not going to be worth a lot, but right now my goal is to get as much stuff. Throwing knives are great. See if there's anything I missed in here.
I am overburdened.
Yep, that's what we're going to do. I might actually want the superior boots, so let's trade some things out here. Defense 2, defense 2. Increases his maximum durability, I don't care. That one's not going to be worth much anyway, and I'm pretty much going to ditch these as I go. 4 to 7, 4 to 7. Good, I don't have to... Oops, I just hit the wrong button. There we go. Problem is you hit tab to bring up the map and alt to show stuff. So if you hit alt tab, Windows shortcut, yay! And I think that's everything I need from here. And we're starting to get numbers on this, so we're going to town porter all our asses back to town. So let's talk to Akara. And that gives us another skill choice, so awesome. So let's talk to her and let's trade. Yeah, that was 16. That was worthless. 92, that wasn't great. 15. 120. Throwing potions are always good. That was crap. Crap. Mega crap. That's a good one. Yeah, I won't... Other than this initial rush, I'm pretty much going to leave minor healing potions in the dirt. 1-1. And an emerald. If I can get some... Okay, so let's buy us a book. Okay, now... We'll put 4 in there to get by. Yeah, all this little management crap at the beginning is just really frustrating, to be honest. It added pointless complexity when we didn't really need it. Fast. Very fast. Okay, so we need to get our strength and dex up past 33 each to be able to deploy a wrist blade. So yeah, we're going to look at those pretty quick here. So let's see, we're getting 900. Let's do our repairs. Get some superior boots. Let's see here. What do we have? All our stuff's nice and simple. Socketed buckler. Let's see here. What is... Yeah, I think we're probably going to ditch this. Let's just take some look at a couple things here. Let's see here. And in a shield, that gives us fire and poison resistance. And we're not using shields. Now, if we do get into weapon, it gives us the poison fire damage. Although the one I really want is cold damage. Because cold damage slows your target. And slowing your target is the way you beat this game. Okay, so let's get out of here and pull up my stuff. Okay, so we're going to grab strength. Let's see here. Yeah, we're okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we're going to bum rush strength and dex because we have to have them to do something awesome. Frustrating, but true. We'll get our strength pretty quick. So let's go here. We don't get these till level 6, so... Gonna get one there. When in doubt, we put it into Shadow Disciplines. And then as we open these tiers, we're going to put some... What is this one? Burst of Speed. We might invest a little bit. Looks like this build does invest in that. I'm not going to worry about speed. I'm going to try to pick up speed from other sources. As we open up these levels, I'm going to start grabbing. When we get to level 6, I'm going to grab Dragon Claw. When we grab to level 11, I'll probably grab Psychic Hammer so I can get Cloak of Shadows, Weapon Block. Because once we get because I think we're going to go with these two. So yeah, we're going to focus on Dragon Claw, and we'll take Dragon Talon. We'll take one of that here, probably our next level, because we're going to need that for Dragon Claw. But we don't need these this until level 12. We need this at level 11. We need this at level 5. And I already messed up because we're at level 5. So, oops. Oh yeah.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently,
it's always an abomination.
Not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel.
Yep, the rogue from the original Diablo.
Graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement.
Ooh, defilement.
If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
Yeah. Well, let's hit the quest log. Ooh, quest completed. And then, yeah, now we got to go after Bloodraven. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that because now I got to run through here. Tra la 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 la, skipping through the Den of Evil. La 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 la. See if there's anything worth picking up that I missed. Nope. 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 Hella nope. Another nope. Nope on a rope. That sounded wrong. I like that. Okay, so that's what I get for looking at stuff. Okay, so you're gonna run. Oh, hey, more dudes to kill. Light. We're picking up anything light No bucklers, no arrows. No more dogs, no more hermbush nuns. We keep our eyes on the prize. Cue some Bon Jovi. Javelins are not the most valuable, but they can be fairly useful. I think we'll stick with the bow until we get some a little meatier. I actually might just ditch the bow for the javelin. Hold on, actually, let me look here. Let's see here. 1 to 4 with, so 2 to 5. Let's see here. Attack damage 2 to 6. Third damage 7 to 18. Yep, we're gonna keep the javelins as our backup weapon, and we'll keep picking up better throw weapons. Our dex will help there eventually. Damage Qatar, completely useless. Trust me, I've seen rare stuff, rare Qatar, rare assassin weapons that are tits on a bowl, basically. I didn't mean to pick that up, but oh well. Not at the let's see how fast we can play and how crazy our characters can be at level 99. I like the fun of character progression. Ooh, superior Qatar. +3 to attack rating. 48. And we literally throw these away. Throw those away. Okay, so looks like we got some new gloves. Oh yeah, 1 strength, 1 to dex. Stamina, light radius. We'll keep those. It looks like our defense is up. We're throwing those out. We know those are as worthless as my ex. I'm not going to get going too much about that because bad times, bad times. We'll occasionally pick up a stamina potion because they can be useful if you... In early game, they are very useful till your vitality gets up there, and stamina is a thing you don't pay attention to anymore. The whole stamina mechanic is just frustrating. Early game, when you need all the speed you can get, and suddenly, oh no, you lost stamina, so you are now helpless. La 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 la. I need stamina more than I need the mana, because I'm barely using mana at this point. There's Flavy. Or Flavory. We'll call her Flavory because that's weird and sad. Like my life. I'm still not getting a date. Alright, well, let's go. I thought there was something over there, but no, well. We'll just run. There, here's my portrait picture. I should pay attention to my game.
Beware, the evil is strong ahead.
Can you say something less stupid?
Beware.
Beware, the evil is strong ahead. It's evil, strong evil, that's strong. Yay, first waypoint. We're not anywhere near ditching inventory. Let's see if this scepter's worth anything. +1 to prayer. Yep, that's... I always grab... I pulled the trigger a little early on that one. Basically, the rules will pick up healing. We'll pick up at healing mana potions that. Okay. +1 to maximum damage. So, click. Slightly better javelins. They won't be worth a lot, but. And this club will be. Well, I'll show you how sad the club is. So let's get the Dragon Talon. There we go. There's my... So yeah, I'll use the functions to switch on this one. Bye-bye. Actually, it'll go F2, F1. So now I can... Nope, I want to change that to regular punch. Grab a stamina. And we are rushing strength and dex until we can get them into the range where we can get better weapon. There we go. Now we're Okay, nothing worthwhile here. Okay, yeah, I'm getting a little fidgety with the fingers, but not going to break me. I don't have any mana regen yet, that's the big problem. These I can take with my regular attack. Minor, cracked, minor, 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 no. Mana is regen. Okay, Corpse Explosion, Bone Armor. This is going to be worth something. Sweet. And I've already maxed my keys out. Oh, this is going to get messy. Woohoo! Kicking ass and smoking grass. Get myself topped off. Burial grounds, okay. Ooh, our first amulet. Let's find out what we got, because I want that immediately. First ring and amulet, we're going to rush, because, yeah, we get something immediately. And now we pick up our Dragon Claw. So let's do... This is a double claw attack. F. Okay, now I got what I need here. Let's go ahead. And I said we are rushing strength and dex to get them up above 33 so we can get our next weapons. And as we find weapons that are heavier, we will crank them up. We're just going to run around the edge, clear the edges before we go in and take on Bloodraven. Because there's plenty of loot areas first. And the more loot time we have, the more stuff we can get. I think at some point I need to get a mouse that allows me to toggle and select. Okay, get rid of those. Get rid of those. What else we got? Oh, miner. Bunch of miners. I have no interest in miners because I'm 47 years old. Wow, I just got creepy. Yeah. I need help. We're late. Oh, I hate mandatory walk-through fire. Fire you literally can't get around.
Can't carry anymore.
What's with this guitar? Let's throw that down. Ethereal. That is so worthless. It's not even funny. I don't think I can explain harshly enough how worthless an ethereal guitar is. They're already worthless. Ethereal weapons are are much more worthless because, well... Alright, we got our first ring.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, until we can put this ring on. +1 to Dex, yay! Pick up the rejuve. Okay, so now we're full up on inventory.
Overburdened.
Okay, so here's where we're going to ditch. Well, I want to get that sash put on, because then we can ditch this cheap sash. Oh yeah, enhanced defense, repairs. Good sash. Ditch sash. Strangling. Rejuve. My strangling gas potion. I'm going to put that on. Ooh, a large charm. We're picking that up. We might be keeping that. Probably not. See if this is worth it. Yes. Only +1 to firebolt, but that's not great. That's not great, but not terrible. Oh, we're out of scroll. So, we're definitely hitting a Kara because we need... Oh, yeah. Okay, Dex is getting closer.
Hello.
+3 to defense, I don't really care about. +10 to life. I'm going to keep a hold of that. Get rid of our dozens. 301, not terrible. 63, we're not picking clubs anymore or those. Javelins are only with the 120. 343, not bad. 2,000. Oh, that's beautiful. 300. Nope, we can't buy those, so we collect those till we have no space. Oops. I am going to start to rejuves. Points rejuves are a quick way to replace things. So we're going to take advantage of that. To be honest, I was hoping for a socketed item. So let's go up here real quick.
Yes?
Let's see what we can upgrade here. Let's go to stabby weapons. Prevents monster. To be honest, to prevent monster heal would be helpful. We need to get from these very fast to very fast to do more damage. And that's my goal. Now, we're going to do a lot of farming and collecting here. Hold on. Might be a little dark in here. Actually, it's this green light that's kind of throwing me. Let's get some color change. Ooh, there we go. Color change. So, color's changing, and I can look all cool constantly. Leather armor might be worth something. Light mana. And that's it. So let's go get the really cool chest up here. Ooh, full healing potion. 11 key. Damn. Like I said, Qatars, we pretty... Tell you what, I'm just going to do a collect.
I am overburdened.
Throw. I think that's worthless. This might be worth some value. A little more damage. To be honest, that's the only reason we're keeping it, because it does a little more damage. And it's fun. Burn. These mana potions we're selling for certain. We got a full healing potion. We're going to put that here. Just burn the miners. I don't really care about that. So all this crap is crap. What was the 11? We got take damage 1. Ooh. Better armor. Not a lot better, but better. And pretty much the base starter level stuff is... Yeah, we do not want to take that, because we want to make as few trips into town as possible. Okay, let's crowd control this bunch. If I can crowd control where I don't get surrounded, that is awesome. Light mana. Let's grab that stamina. We can always burn it and throw it when we don't need it anymore. There's the dead dudes. Strangling gas and some gold while we're at it. And that's one. That's the crypt. Yay! How do I get out of here? Okay, straight down. Okay. La 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 la. Okay, so we're gonna go explore this way and see if we can find a... To be honest, a lot of this is just grind. So we're gonna start. Let's see here. What kit? We're at level 8, so I don't need this yet. Psychic Hammer is basically a prerequisite. Prerequisites are annoying skills you have. Prerequisites, to be blunt, are the most annoying thing in the universe when they eat up a lot of points. I played a good amount of Dungeons and Dragons, and 3-5 skill tree, 3-5 feat trees are just ugh. Yeah. It gives me the reminder of that nightmarish nightmare. And let me tell you. Having to take 5 things to get the one skill you really want is... Javelins aren't great value, but... Okay. I have to concentrate a little bit on the killings and the stabbings. Okay, so we've done the crypt, now let's go do the mausoleum. If it's in the cow level, it'd be the mausoleum. Mausoleum? Get it? Oh, that was dad. That was dad jokey as tits. Ugh. Lots of strangling gas potions. Oh yeah, that's money. That's money right there now. Right down in there now. Sapphire. Sapphire. Oh. Now I just need to get a weapon with a socket, and I can get cold damage on my weapon. Probably shouldn't have burned that, but... Oh, mana burn. Damn it. Oh, these mana burn guys suck. Make sure I'm potioned back up. Keep pumping claw mastery because we want to get this. We want to get this bumped as fast as we can. I think whenever we get our opportunity, there's a rejuve. Another amulet. Alright, we can upgrade weapons. We'll have to put more in dex at some point because we're going to need it, but that gives us our upgrade. Ooh, barrels. Let's smash barrels because barrel smashing is fun.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm going to put that somewhere. Oh, 16 to attack rating. Yay. One dice bolt will take it. As long as it's got a +1 to the sorcerer's skills, it's going to... Yeah. Reset stats and skill points. We will do that when we approach level 30 and we need to rebalance and take... If we need to rebalance and take anything else. So, let's see here. 294, not bad. $120, $120. 300. Yeah. 300, that's good. 500. 500. Yeah. And now we got an extra 10 to life. I'm debating on this. Do I want the maximum damage and fire resistance after I get my dex problem sorted? Because I got to get one more level to get my dex up to where I need it. And then I can move on. I'm going to hold on to that amulet until I do so. Because I can always change out and change. It's not like we're at the... Qatar. Plus 50 attack rating. Okay. Five to 9, 4 to 7, 4 to 8. Ooh, worth 20. Ooh, worth 12. Completely useless. I wasn't kidding about them being tits on a bowl useless. Let's see if we get some good armor here. We got good gloves. We got a good belt. Let's go talk to King. Get rid of our useless. Because now we got 5% to cast amplify damage on striking. And we hit a lot with our weapons. That's good. 5% when you're hitting... If you're hitting... Say if in an average fight you hit something... If you hit something 20 times in average... You have the 5% chance. One of those 20 is going to be it. It's the same as a D&D crit. 5% chance. You play enough D&D, you start thinking numbers constantly. Ah, there we go. Fix that so I... There we go. I'm a little more centered in the screen now. Because I can do that. Let's see here. Let's see if there's anything really cool. Ooh. Skull cap of balance. So we could pick... I'm going to pick this up for future use. Tell you what, we need the hit recovery and the enhanced defense more than we need a little poison resistance. Okay, so we've upgraded. Now we got better weapons. We're doing some fire damage and we're throwing amplify damage into the mix. 5 to 9 and 6 to 11 on this. Not a lot. Now, these numerically aren't humongous numbers. But remember, everything is incremental. And those small increases, because those increases are small, but we hit a lot. You just watch. There's amplify damage. Less than 20 punches and we cast it. Every other hit's throwing fire. Now things are starting to click here. I really hate fire. Why did I keep that in here? I should have traded that off. See if the short staff's worth it. Static field. Oh, that's going to be worth some serious money. Stacks of javelins aren't worth a whole lot, but...
I can't carry anymore.
Now here's my rule. Anything rare, I'm probably going to pick up just to see what it is. Defense 12, defense 15. Now, let's see here. Tacatine repairs itself, cold resistance, extra life, and not as much defense, but probably better than the Sash Ethereal, so... Attacker takes damage. Tell you what, we're going to put this on for a little bit. We're going to keep this online until we... +1 to maximum damage. 6 to 15. 8 to 14. We're going to switch this out because this one will do more consistent damage.
I am overburdened.
Tell you what, we're going to get this buckler real quick. I'm going to keep it. So when we get a good shield, we're going to switch that over there. So we can always switch to a thrown weapon if we need it. Okay, cracked wand. Is this wand any good? Yeah, that wand is good. Again, those any bonuses are our friends. Amulet. Healing.
I can't
mana.
carry anymore.
What are we throwing out? Yeah, let's take this lot back and get rid of it. And then we'll probably make a second pass. Because we're going to need space when we go after the Blood Raven. Usually end up here early on because I need poison resistance by 500. That was good. 336, not great. $150. Okay. 1,000, 240, 120, 120. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Since I got a lot of healing, since I'm getting healing potions and I can't buy anything but miners, we're going to bank these in the short term. And we're going to bank this in here until we get something better to replace it. We got a durability of 19. Ah, damn it, I did that. Got a durability of 19, so that's going to last for a little while until we replace it. Once we upgrade from the sash to a better belt of some kind, then once we get to a better belt, we'll replace this out completely and be good. Okay, so putting these in a helm. +3 to dex, +10 to life, +10 to mana. I don't want to do anything with this yet. Although, if I put So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put that on. Plus 3 to Dex. We have enough Dex to keep using our weapons. Now we can ditch the stamina. Repair. Oh, did I not bring that? Son of a bitch. Let's get this amulet going. It's not ideal, and I could throw something in there at any time. Would have been better to put it in a single socket, and then I wouldn't have... I'm gonna buy that for when I'm ready for it. Because my goal is to put skulls in that so I can get my regeneration. Like I said, I'm gonna grab healing potion, light mana, light healing, and we're out. I just need to get my dex bumped one more, and then I can... Then my helm is pretty much tits on a bowl. How much space? Oh, I got plenty of space. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to ID this real quick. Yep. Well, I spend money on it. I'm going to keep it until I'm there. Okay. Okay, let's go and let's get ready to kill Bloodraven. Thin the ranks a little here. Just gonna let these guys wander in on us. More... Oh, no we're not. There she is. Charge. Run. Now we run away for a minute. Because I gotta get her away from the undead. Where is she? Problem is the undead will overwhelm me if I let them. Oh, I got way too many. We're gonna have to draw them clear. We're gonna have to draw them out. That is too many. And she's gonna hit. Gonna let these guys come in carefully and not burn my resources right now.
Join my army of the dead.
Come on, Bloodraven. Come out. Bloodraven, come out and play! Let's go get her. Got her.
what I kill stays dead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's talk to Kasha, because this is the more...
Believe that you've defeated.
Okay, so let's switch to the right hireling. Level 7, level 8. I think level 8's the highest I can get. And I'm going to get her because I'm going to get the cold arrow. Because cold arrows are everything in this game. Cold is the most potent, one of the most potent things you got. Because it basically gives you the ability.
It is clear that we are facing... Yes?
Yeah, we're facing evil that's difficult to comprehend. Let's see here. Durability still 19, so we're good there. Fire resistance, that's useless, useless, useless. Sell them. Okay, so... Oops, let's see here. Okay, 41.55. 41 and 55 for prerequisites.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Just trying to see what I can find here. Yeah, Blood Raven's dead, yay.
Yes?
So let's see here. Lots of socketed leather. We're going to keep that in mind. And we'll pick her this one up. We're going to put that in it. And now we're going to give her a bow that does 3 to 10 and 10 more poison damage. And we'll put that on her temporary. Okay. I'm going to keep this low-end armor, which the point of the low-end armor is basically to fill in space. I want all of its enhancements and bonuses and stuff like that more than I care about the actual armor rating. Armor's not as critical for her. I want armor that gives her some cool advantages. And we'll look for that. I want a rock. Charged bolt. Yep, that's worth keep. That's not going to be great, but it's... They're okay. Still better than assassin weapons for value. Now that I think about it, everything is... Oop. Throwing knives. Throwing knives and non-balanced throwing axes are great. I hear resurrection and dickheads. There's our target. The nice thing is that the ones that are immune to fire, the fire enchanted, they do that. They're extra juicy when they explode. And we all appreciate extra juicy. It's the other thing I appreciate about Diablo 2 versus Diablo 3. In Diablo 3, your followers are pretty much just there for color, and occasionally they'll do slight amount of damage, maybe. It is all about you kicking ass. Here, you could equip your followers. In fact, playing my Boazon, between the Valkyrie, and the Valkyrie I have, and the, what's the other one? Valkyrie and the spear dude from Act 2. They do most of the killing. Plus 60. Ooh, lowers. I think I'm gonna keep. That's gonna be a nice jewel. It's going in something. Because that's the thing. I can't wait till I have a fellow dude that can get up there and fight with me, so he can take some of the heat. So when I get so I can keep him close, and when I get surrounded, I'm not completely surrounded without cover. Lightman is my favorite. Not to where my mana can be burned regularly and not be a problem. Another amulet. Yay. Yeah, I'm up to one hitting most of these guys. 1 and 2 hits. These guys are all one hitting. There we go. Now we're doing some kill fun. Light mana. See what we got here. Stamina or damage and fire resistance. I will keep the damage and fire resistance because I haven't run into a stamina problem yet. Note the operative term is yet. Okay, there's one downside of going in here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. F1, F2. So if I need it, I can get my burst to speed. There's some mana if I need it. Problem in here is that there's some archers that Cold Crow, that's who it is. There's an elite, a named archer named Cold Crow. Her and all of her dudes fire cold arrows, so they slow you down. Which is why one reason I got burst of speed loaded up, so I have it. So when I need it, I can kick in the afterburners and maybe partially compensate. Problem is she's in level 1 here somewhere, and I don't know where yet. So we're going to keep looking. I got to push through and get these guys first. So the problem with these dudes is that they will keep resurrecting things.
I am overburdened.
Nope, guitars are less than what I'm using now. I got a damaged javelin, so let's make some space and we'll GTFO for the town. We'll just call it here, and we'll call it here for collection, and we'll go back to town and dump.
Good evening.
Yeah, that was worthless. That was useless, yeah. Good. Crap. Yeah, it jumps me by about 20% on both of them. For 2 minutes. So, not a bad thing to break out when you get into a situation where you need that extra speed.
Good to see you.
And I can always switch it over here. I can trigger that to switch over. Okay. So let's look at weapons. Add 1 to 3 fire damage, or I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to pick up this wrist blade and replace it with that. Actually, 16 to attack rating, plus 8 to defense, plus 3. Okay, I got my strength and dex up, so let's go talk to Geed. Let's see if we can find one. Armor. I'm not hurting for stuff yet. Problem is I don't have the things I need yet. Don't know why we dropped so many keys. Okay, so I need to find a skull cap with some. I can do this at a casual pace. Get the good chopping speed. I guess keep chopping until they're dead. Huh, he didn't even get fully formed before he was dead. That's what we mean by speed. Also, I feel the need for speed. Ow. Okay, I'm not... At some point, I'm going to have to go see Top Gun Maverick whenever, so we can see old Tom Cruise act like... So we can see old Maverick. Yay! Amethyst. I need skull. And that's not a necromancer wanting head. What the hell is wrong with me? +1 to dex, +1 to dex, plus to attack rating. I don't care about the +1 to dex things. The ideal is if I'd really like to do is find a charm that does cold damage. Because I can that way every hit I have has cold damage in it, and it will slow everything. I'll say this. Charms are one of the greatest things they ever put in this game. So I got a long ways to go, folks. I wonder if this short staff is any good. Nope. Yay. Not sure how far I'm going to go tonight. Let's see here. It's 11 o'clock my time, so I've been going less than 2 hours. Normally I can play a lot, but I'm coming off my work week, so... I mean, 6:30 starts every day, and I never quite get enough sleep because 2 kids. Yeah, I don't get enough sleep ever. Oh crap! It's Cold Crow. That's what I mean. Cold Crow's down. Oops, wrong one. There, now I get the right. I have to look at this guitar because it is a... But that's where the... Seriously? Okay, there's the... One to 7 lightning, 1 to mana, 2 to 4 damage, 7 to 13. So 5 to 9. You know what? I'm definitely keeping that one. Socket wrist blade gets the yeet. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Mother bitch. Okay. And like I said, we keep every time. Okay, so a level 11. Let me see here. I don't think I need anything else here. What does this one do? Oh, that just does, that gives us some fire damage. Now, to get our prerequisites, before we get something, we're going to add Psychic Hammer, because then we just can add Weapon Block and Cloak of Shadows as we need it. I don't think we're going to do anything else on this. So that gets us up to there. Now, we got to get our Vitality going again, because that's the problem. So let's see here. Okay, so we're pretty good there. Let's go. I want to keep that amplified damage. I'm going to check out the boots, because we can always see if we can get some better boots here. Yeet. They're not worth keeping. They're worth checking, but they're not worth keeping. That's the great thing about when you finally get to Deckard Cain. He can just identify this crap for you, so you don't have to dick with the, oh, I gotta take it back to town. Okay, let's explore this. I think I just want to explore this real quick. If I can get to these endings, then I can portal back and then not come back. Have to walk all the way. Like his blue blocking glasses are wonderful. Doubly so when you also need to be able to see, because your eyes are finally going out after many years of getting old. Still better than my dad, because he got some fun. Let's go to Vietnam and get chemicals type problems. His eyesight was all dicked up. You know, he could have taken the bottoms out of Coke bottles and made glasses out of them, and they'd be about strong enough. Still not the worst, but his eyes were a disaster area. Kind of like my love life. That eagle orb was completely worthless. What's up here? Oh, just a health. Let's get some health, because why not? We're not going to see it again. And up our mana, because we're not going to see it again. I should have upped our mana and then ran. Should have hit that, then ran. But this will speed us up a little bit so we can run a little faster. But that amplified damage chance makes it more fun. Well, she didn't last long. And that's why when you have a bow, you don't run up into somebody's face. You run away. Because where you're trying to plink little arrows into them, they hack you in two. Okay, so now I'm just going to go down here and clean this mess out. Okay, so get that. And now let's get ready, because this is where we get into the mess of people. See if the scepter's worth anything. Maybe? It's attacked so fast that they can't survive.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, my inventory's packed. Let's see if there's any... Wow, I got a lot of stuff. I might actually switch to throwing knives now that I think about it. They are very good for... It's lovely to have a lackey that can just slaughter everything for you. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, and we shall GTFO. Yay. I forgot to close this. I don't even know if anybody's watching. Okay. Am I a pro player? Nope. I'm just played this so long and why would I don't even know what a pro player is. I'm just been gaming so long. It's just yeah. At a certain point in life, you've played so many games that you kind of lose track of pretty much everything. Let's talk.
What you need?
It's there. So let's see here. 40. So let's repair. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Worthless, but worthless. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell. Yeah. I get more people in, I'll be able to pay, but right now I got OBS on this screen, I got my game on the screen, and the chat's way over here, so I don't take a look at the chat too much. At some point I'll get somebody in to hang out in the chat and talk with people, but not right now because there's just nobody. Let's see here. No, nothing special here. I'm still looking for...
Hello.
Helms the sockets. Only one socket. I don't care. Phase 2. Okay. Put some cash away. And let's get back into the fun. Let's see here. What can we collect? Grab the gold. Light mana. Scroll. Javelin might be worth it. Throwing knife. I think we're going to grab the leather armor just because I need some space here. Let's see here. Grab the gold. Grab the gold. Grab the javelin. Grab that. Grab the ring. Working our way out here. Oops, I don't care about bolts. Bolts could bite my ass. Let's see here. 4 to 10. Very fast. Fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep javelins online. Now, 8 to 14 throw damage. 6 to 14, but 1 cold damage. I think I just found my... I'm going to put those javelins in there for absolute certain. For one simple reason. Oh, I'm out of ID scrolls. Great. Oh, that's depressing. There we go. Fact is, learning new tricks, you gotta grow. Of other Blizzard games I play a lot of, I played a lot of StarCraft in the day. Then StarCraft 2 came out and I got better at that, although if I got in anybody who plays it with any regularity, they're gonna whip my ass. I really like the Protoss and an aerial assault. I'm really good when I get that going. But one thing I found is when I came back to StarCraft from StarCraft 2, I was better at StarCraft now than I used to be. Same thing with Diablo 2. Now that I can follow mechanics a lot better, I can... What am I doing? I'm not going to run around. I'm just going to go home quickly and easily. I got better sense of builds versus than I used to. Minimal poison resistance. Okay, 226 to 267. That was not worth it. I am not doing that again. Okay. Why did I even have that in there? Oh, well. Keeping the rejuves, yeah. Yeah. Let's keep one of those assholes online at all times. Okay. Fact is, we're just gonna keep hunting for armor till we get something we want.
What can I do for you?
Armor. No. Talk to Geed.
What you need?
Faster hit recovery and enhanced defense. Let me think here. 10% faster hit recovery. And heal stamina. I'm going to grab these boots instead, because those might be helpful in the future. Nothing screams, I gotta have this. Let's go back over to Charge C and double check my... Nope, we're not seeing anything special there, so let's go back to the stash. Check these boys in here. Okay, I'm getting a bunch of these. I got a couple of these. Why do I even have this in here? Oh, let's get rid of that. Let's see here. Ethereal can't be repaired. That's still at 19, so I'm... Give her a little bit of life and a little bit of extra dex.
Put that to good use.
Not the greatest thing, but that way I can use some of that up. I think I'm just going to ditch this while I'm at it. It's not going to be worth much, but... yeah, $1.69. Still better than the stupid cap that I'd had sitting in there forever. Did I do it again? Of course I did. Get out of there, and let's go find the waypoint so we don't have to backtrack through a bunch of dark, cold, boring ass. Because here, now we're at the entrance, so yay, we can keep running this way. I will say that this game made being a munchkin big time. Scamulet, blip, blip, blip. Blink, blink, blink. Let's grab the scepter. Useless. Useless. Again, we're mainly looking for things that can bring us can bring us good chunks of cash. Like thrown weapon. Thrown weapons are always good. Doesn't matter which one. Always grab the thrown weapons. Because they're one spacies. Low quality short staff. Charge bolt. Charge bolt is a level 1 basic. I think we're just good. We'll keep it unless we get on a big stack of stuff. So I think we're going to try to... trying to think where I'm going to call it on this. Because I need to sleep because tomorrow's Saturday, which means board game night, and I got the expansion of Lords of Waterdeep because it went on sale. So we're going to play more Lords of Waterdeep, which we play every board game night we've had. For the last few board game nights, we played it every chance we could. Sometimes twice. Which says something about how good of a game it is. When you play as many board games as I do... oh yeah, it's killing time. Killing time! Time to stab the eyes out of every little creature I see. Copyright. I don't think... oh, that's going to be worth a lot. I think it's going to be too much, and I'm going to sell that charm because it's not worth that much, and this is crap. The fact is, I'm going to get enough gems that I can throw them in stuff and not worry too much about them. Now I can run really fast because enhanced. I have. Run, 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 run. Just exploring the area. Effect is exploring every square inch. It's very helpful because then you find all those little things. Hey. Well, they're all dead. I love getting on a killing spree. You just keep running. You run through the bad guys like shit through a goose. It's always fun. Or get through a shrews. At which point you ask, what's wrong with you? Really, what's wrong with you? There we go. That's the thing. I'm the first generation that grew up gaming. I mean, I cut my chops on games on an Apple II Plus. Yeah, you know, the pre-Mac Apple. Been there, done that. It's the Goat Dudes. There we go. Looking for my portal and for the Tree of Inifis. Oh, cold enchanted, not good. Here it comes. Let's see here. Light healing, light mana. We are full up on light mana. Chipped skull. There's the mother lode. Okay, I got the item I wanted. The chipped skull was the big one. Because now I got replenish life and regenerate mana. Oh, sweet mother. We are in good shape. Now, let's check something here. Okay, this can go over. What else are we putting in here? What else are we putting in here? Plus 16 attack, plus 8 to defense, plus 3 to life. What do we got here? Plus 1 energy and plus 6 to maximum stamina. Okay, that's going to go away. There's something fun about being able to having to manually move everything around.
Good day.
To be honest, most of the time I've spent in Diablo 3 has actually... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I did not want to do that. Oh, crap. I just sold the armor I wanted to try on my archer to see if it helped her. To be honest, I need this damage and stamina more than I need the... deck, so yeet. Bye-bye. Gone. Yeah. Gone, 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 gone. Gone. Repair. There's my better socketed skull cap. Keep that for when I get something. When I get more skull, I can throw some skulls in there.
Good day.
Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to sell that other one, obviously. Yeah, I'm keeping my current weapons. I probably should take care of this, so let me check something real quick here. Doom. Let's see here. I want... Yeah, the energy, I'm not putting anything. Is kind of if you can get enough regeneration, you don't really need anything else. Okay. Put some... There we go. Get some heat going, because it's Ohio, so yesterday was shorts weather, and now it's getting down towards freezing again. I don't ever want traps. So 16 and 17 I need to start going, because I'm going to get the Shadow Warrior until I get the Shadow Master. Shadow Warrior is better than nothing, because, yeah. But I think we need to get... So when we need fire damage, we'll have that, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Actually, are we going to try to make a good decision here? The thing is, if you can stay in one or two trees, you can maximize your efficiency. Block with you. Ooh, weapons block. Yeah, I definitely want at least one. I'm going to get one of that right now, because that jumps it up from 0 to 26%. Then I'll need, at level 17, I'll need Cloak of Shadows. I'm not going to do anything else in here except these three and maybe some of this to get some elemental damage. I think that's probably why. Let me check something here. Let me see something here. Let me see here. Dragon Claw. High speed, high damage. That's what it... Things actually hit the Claw Mastery. Let's see here. Dragon Claw. Oh, okay, so actually I need... Okay. I am looking to try to find why they recommend this. Okay, so yeah. I think at some point I need to pick up this just when I have anybody that has... Then again, I can always crank extra fire damage in there, so... See, I've got my weapon block, which is passive. And passive skills are always good. Okay. I think that's why. I've read this before. I think that's why. And this was the build that I kind of wanted to go with. So let me look at this again here. Yeah, I'm going to get the claw. Going to get the claw. I remember when that... I missed that. I miss the days when that was the coolest in movies. But oh well. Oops, I forgot to get rid of the dozen keys I had. And the helm I need to get rid of. Okay, so crap. May be useful. Get my speed up to B. Diamonds are not an assassin's best friend. Goodbye. Got some ID scrolls for when I need them. Okay, click. There we go. See how that cold's doing? The cold is the important thing because it slows everybody down. Yay! Arrows and bolts. And I don't need either. I need nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, it's the I can... Oh, it's the I can stab faster. Gotta get through the stony field. Be cooler if it was the stoner field. Of course, then we'd have to stop and smoke every so often. And we all like to smoke. That's the good shit. Alright. Mission 1 accomplished. We needed that. Because now I can... Now I'm at the I can stop for the night. Always need the hand job here. That's the most important part of this. shit through a goose. Once I kill everything, it takes me a minute to clean up the mess. Of course, this game makes looting corpses real easy. And I like easy corpses. Wait, that sounds wrong. But aren't all corpses easy? Yes. Yes, they are. If they struggle, you've got a real problem. Okay. Because then, it's a zombie.
I can't carry anymore.
My hands are too full of rubber dog shit. Generic over sugar fruit snacks. Also spam. I got 3 rings. Let's see if anything's worthwhile here. +1 damage. One shot, 1 kill. I'm killing the business. That's all I gotta say. There we go. Hey! Hi, you're dead. Yeah, I'm not even to burn anything special, just recharge the... Yep, I'm at a good point. I'm killing everything in 1 or 2 hacks. Maybe 3 on a bad day. There we go, dodge that. It's all those little things that really make a game fun. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm keeping my current arrangement because nothing else flips my dinger. Looking for the Karen stones. And there they are. Shooting some really fast-moving guys here. And lightning enchanted.
I am overburdened.
There we go.
What can I do for you?
Okay, good, good. I think I'm gonna up my attack rating. Yep. I need to find something else that has lightning resistance. I only have periods where I have to deal with lightning. Okay. That can GTFO. Get the fudge out of there, boys and girls. Boinky, boinky, boinky. See what we can find here. How's our resistance? 17 to 19. Okay. I'm going to put this on for when we get into situations, we can handle that. Okay, there we go. Really need a 2-socket wrist blade and a chipped skull so I can chuck that in there. Then I can do some.
Need?
10. Yeah, this isn't the best damage, but it adds 2 to 4, 1 to 7 lightning damage, cold resistance, more damage, and it gives. And the most important is its mana leeches for me. And the mana leech is the big one, because as I build up my mana leeching and mana regeneration, the overall build becomes a lot more effective. There we go. So let's run on down here. Get all fuzzy and... Oh yeah. I never did really listen to... Oh, go through the underground passage to Darkwood, search for the 3 of Inifus, and retrieve a scroll. Because what we're looking for is Deckard Cain. Who, spoiler alert, is in his second to last game. Unless they find some way to bring him back for Diablo 4. Which wouldn't surprise me because, yeah, you could bring anybody back. Except Uncle Ben. He stays dead. Even Gwen Stacy got multiversed back into existence. Which is the awesomeness. Yay. Ethereal throwing knives. Yeah, a weapon that runs out after you throw enough of them, and then can't be replenished by normal means. Hey, is that the moldy tome? Bet it is.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the
rejuvenating blood of 100
virgins, was buried
because
alive.
99 virgins is not enough blood. Remember that. 100 virgins is all the blood you need to bathe in.
Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains. The Countess's fortune was believed to be divided among...
There's a bunch of... You go in, kill her, get a bunch of gold. Pretty much, you know, every part of Diablo 2. Kill stuff. Kick down the door. Kill the monster, take the treasure. So basically, this is Munchkin the video game. Except funnier. Okay, so I've explored 100% of this map. We're gonna follow. Let's do left wall today. So basically, we're gonna follow along the left-hand wall, no matter what, till we run into a situation where we can't. Left wall principle is how you avoid getting lost without having to have the map up every second. And there we go. Hold on. Left wall principle. We're following the left wall. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Key. La 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 la. Boring. Oh yeah, we got the Black Marsh, which we'll get to eventually. Let's see here. What are we doing on this? We are doing more vitality because we need to be not dead. So we do 21. Let's bump Claw Mastery. I think every other level we need to be bumping that because that's our bread and butter, is being able to hit things perfectly. And that is exactly what we want to find, is the way down to level 2. Because that's the jackpot. That is the wonderful thing, just being able to let your... Okay, we're going to crank up here a little bit and get... Here for some hard killing. Now... So much clicking to do. Throwing knife, blah, 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 blah. Do my boots still suck? Nope. But I'm not trading back to that crap, so... I don't think stamina is an issue.
I can't parry anymore.
I max out. Well, we're going to push on a little bit longer because I got the XP thing going.
I'm overburdened.
So push on until everything's dead. Ooh, we got another rare guitar. We're going to have to find a place for that. That may be worth things. Ooh, that damaged scimitar can go away. I'm just curious what it does. Oh, that's nice. Ultimately pointless because its durability is 25 and it's a weapon. So it's constantly going to be hitting things. We're going to keep that on board, which means we'll have to carry the other guitar till it explodes.
Good day.
Because we do not want to go down to one weapon. Okay, that was pointless. From 10 to 80. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Why did I even have some of this shit in here? I did not mean to lose that, sell that. Yeah, increase my damage, attack rating, extra damage to undead, attack rating is undead, cold, and the most important, that +1 cold damage. It's only 1. 1 is all you need. All you need is 1. Do 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 do. All you need is 1. Da, 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 da. All you need is 1. 1. That's pretty much it. Superior Scepter. See if there's anything I missed back here. Going back a little bit till I get to... Nope, that's all crap. Oh. +1 to... +1 to sacrifice is not as good. This one's going to be worth a lot. That is the most worthless thing I have in here. But we're holding on to that one until such time as we have to put it back on because we burned our good weapon. Because we burned our ethereal weapon to pieces. And it will not take that long, I don't think. Let's see how quickly... Oh, we're still at 25. Good. Oh, that's disappointing. So now we got to go back and look at the rest of this. As I am because I'm very completionist in exploring these dungeons. There's a lot of things to kill. See if this wolf head may be useful. Oh, good. We're going to hold on to it and see how good it is. It just gives us +1 to Raven, which I think is... that gives a first tier skill, so... See what I mean about that cold? I love cold damage. It's so effective at draining everything else out. We are following left wall principle here. This is quite endless. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's let her kill things while I collect stuff. It's easier that way. Is that these running away onesies and twosies, she can plink them pretty post freaking haste. There we go. Yep. Nothing minor. Okay. That was fun. That guy just killed a lot of shit. Okay. Let's see here. Let's keep going. 242. Okay, so let's... I may pick up the stream in the morning after I'm not tired as hell. But then again, I also need to do some cooking for game night. I need to get teammate. I got all the little things that I do before game night. But yeah, if you guys ever looking, if anybody's ever looking for a board game that they should absolutely play, the one we're going to play again, because we love it so much, is Lords of Waterdeep. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game based around being one of the aforementioned lords of the aforementioned city of Waterdeep. And basically, the whole thing with Waterdeep is you're basically just... You're one of the shadowy figures in the background trying to run it for your own benefit, sending rogues, warriors, wizards, and clerics off to do missions and to do adventures and that stuff. And you just sit back and collect the money because that's what you do. And gain power. And occasionally domesticate owlbears. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We're going to kick Dragon Claw up a shot. We're going to probably alternate between Dragon Claw and Claw Mastery. As I said, we're continuing to build Vitality until we need to upgrade for equipment. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Oh! Oh, that was a mistake. I clicked too fast. Well, I messed myself up bad on that one. So let's talk to Akara. That's kind of cute. That was worthless. That is very worthless. How did that not have more? Frozen armor and charge bolt and firebolt, and it was almost worthless to sell. So I got crazy with the clicking, and now I am all in the... Now I am all the way back to the beginning of my... I'm gonna put this in here. We're 20 of 25. We did a lot of killing. And once it goes red, we can always go grab our... Let's repair everything. Sell that crap. Okay.
Yes?
I don't know if there's anything special here. Okay, so now I'm baking for my own heat. Let's turn that off. La 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 la. Okay. So I gotta go back to Stoner Field. Now, where I gotta go is right here. What can I get interesting? I think the Karen Stones are right here, so we're going to go this way. Yay, it's raining. I was wondering how many of these... There's so many randomly generated weapons. It's kind of fun how they have all these randomly generated named weapons. And then there's a few that are named, especially are named weapons. Then they have the sets. The problem is they give you so little storage space between that and all the gemstones and everything else. And it's particularly bad coming back from having played Diablo 3 on the PS4, no less, where you had so much storage space. You have this much space, you have this many slots, and you can put all this crap in it. And you have stacking stuff and... Hold on. Get that turned back. Because I did just close myself out. Oops. I'm going to do my best not to retread more than I have to. So if I've explored it, I'm probably not going back unless there's a definite benefit. So I will go right. Steve the Cleric style. Turn it on. That was fun. There we go. Bump everything back up to killing mode. So we're going to head up here, then head down here real fast. We already know where we need to go. Just going to try to get there as fast as we can. Went that way last time. Let's go this way this time and kill everything.
am
Wow.
overburdened.
Yeah, with not caring how much little crap I got. Let's check. Yep, that's good. That should be good. Did we get a good ring yet? Nope.
I can't carry anymore.
Stupid cold resistance.
I am overburdened.
Let's get out of here. Back to town. Okay. I think we need to get, let's see here. What do we
What
want
can
to
I
do
do for
here?
you?
Let me adjust myself slightly. Remember when the screen, when the whole 800 by 600, when this was the higher resolution. Now this is pitiful resolution for really old, wow. So I got two. Okay, so that was quick and pointless. Ooh. Oh, 3 gem slots. I'm going to keep that one. Well, we're going to take that and put it in the stash until I need it. Or until I run out of space. Which I'm going to pretty soon at the rate I'm going. Yep, we are at... At some point I'll run out of space. How are we doing on this? We're at 17 of 25. Okay, so we're in decent. It's in decent shape. See if this jawbone cap's worth anything. Plus 3 to sword mastery might be worth something. Now we make for the dark wood fast as we can. Just down through here, down through there. That was a lighting potion. I'm not going to worry about them too much at this point. I got some bolts I need to throw out at you. Ooh, rare light crossbow. That's the sound of glorious chipped skull falling. Because chipped skulls mean regeneration. And now we're in the dark woods. So we're going to we're going to cut this quick and see if we can find... was a good grind. Yeah. Okay, so that's what happens when you forget to switch your attack over. Let's see here. Strength, vitality. Because our survivability is the most important thing, to be honest. Let's see here. At 17, we need to add this so that at 18 we can get this. So we're not at that, so we're going to take Claw Mastery! Because let's be honest, we don't get a lot from Burst of Speed for a while. Just going to cut this. We're not going to worry about detail exploration here. Just going to kind of try to get through. As I'm hitting my I don't have any energy left mode. On the plus side, I know that guy. Plus, these guys, those guys happen to hang around this, the Tree of Inifus.
Escaped corruption.
It hasn't. It's just a sexier tree than most. Look at the wood on that thing. Oh, that's such good wood. Okay, I've just officially made it weird. Collecting the pile of crap. That is one of the nice things. When you get into a killing spree on this game, you get into a killing spree.
I am overburdened.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go talk to Akara, because we need to translate this runes.
Oh, very good. I have translated the runes on this scroll.
Yeah.
Good evening.
And here's the cool part. You can just kind of randomly burn through them in whatever order, and everything will just work out fine. Put that there. Now, let's get rid of Glorious Skull. Oh no, we're going to put Skull. Fire resistant helms. Life, dex, mana. Now we can get, if we put this in the helm, we'll get an extra 20 to our attack rating. And I put in the wrong one. I'm an idiot. Now we put in the right one.
that to good use. I put that to good use. I put that to good use.
Nah, it doesn't benefit her. That actually is better for her. Okay, so.
Yes?
Yeet. Yeah, we don't want to go below very fast attack speed. Maybe fast if it's a rare weapon, but anything that takes us out of fast attack speed is the least valuable thing in the universe. That's probably worthless. Let's throw that out. What I really want to do is find the... What I really want to do is find the portal so I can come back here when... That's just going to take some... That's the thing. In this game, there's stuff in houses. There's stuff under rocks. It's pretty much you just got to grind through and find everything. Okay, that empties that. Let's see here. Right now, yeah, we're just trying to find the way out so we can go... So I don't have to portal back again. And then run... not even close. Let's see here. Some gold. Let's see here. And that's about it. And that's what we're looking for, because now... Ooh, hold on. Bunch of dudes to kill. I'm going to free with picking up stuff, because I'm going to kill everything in this corner. Explore this chest. Clear that corner, and then we'll get out of here. I'll have to kill this dude. Okay, now we GTF. Oh! Whoa. Hang on a second. I just knocked my microphone, and that kind of messes with everything. Okay. So let's go back to the rogue encampment, because I want to ditch everything. Anything ditchable here? Yep. Ditch that. Ditch that. Let's ID this. 16. Better attack rating. Better chance of getting magic items. Yay. More like, meh. Okay, let's sell, repair, and...
What you need?
Okay. Actually, no, I don't care about the damage and stamina more than I do the attack rating. So, mind changed. Shit re-equipped. Okay, so... Okay, so let's go back to the stony field. If this game was all about having to retrace steps, ugh. Yeah. Luckily, this only has a few retrace steps moments, because that would be miserable. There we go. So let's get back to the... Now, we could look at the pattern on here. But to be honest, I'm going to start here. I'm just lazy, too lazy. Ooh, pentagrams. Everything's got to be pentagrams because Diablo. Seriously, everything's pentagrams in Diablo. And we're at Tristram.
Tristram, first to fall to Diablo's wrath.
We'll go this way. Hey, it's Griswold. That was quick. That can't be good.
Carry anymore.
Oh, we're absolutely taking Work's leg. Yep, we're keeping that. We're tossing that. Keeping that. Keeping that. And we're getting Work's leg because I want at some point to enjoy the glory and the fun that is the secret cow level. I really can't. I really will enjoy when I get to play this in closer to normal modern graphics. Oops. I love it. Exploding cows. Nothing like it. We already called Griswold. Oh, what do you need help for, old man? Should I even help the old guy? He sounds old and stupid. Of course, he's an asshole that does the reveal trick. Collect all the gold, and let's go.
Kane, go to the rogue camp.
Another exploding cow. Moo. And you know what? We're going to go there right now, too.
As a
Token
of my
my
gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the
Of course he
disaster
couldn't.
which devastated Tristram. It would appear
He
that
sucked
our
at
greatest
picking bad
fears
guys.
have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror,
He kind of dicked around until he said, oh, by the way, I know all about Diablo being underneath here.
as you know,
And then he didn't
some
recognize
time ago,
Aiden
Diablo was slain
with
beneath
Diablo stuck in
Tristram,
his head.
and when
And
our
Adria,
hero emerged
Diablo's
triumphant from the
future
labyrinth
bitch.
beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk
And went and boned Adria. Thus was born.
I thought that perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind.
Huh, that's something I just realized
The
here.
hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night. Always something about
The East.
One day he simply left, and shortly thereafter Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell.
Hold on.
I fear even worse, my friend. I fear that Diablo has taken possession of the hero who sought to slay him. If true, Diablo will become more powerful than ever before.
Whether he gets a hotter body in Diablo 3.
Or all will be lost.
Okay, so let me do a quick adjustment here, because I just realized... Again, things I learn as I go. Let's put our logo... Let's get our logo down a little bit, because it's kind of in the way. So, quick fixes, tweaks for the new setup. So, let's get back into the game.
Yes?
Let's identify stuff. And now I will start filling up on scrolls and having to dispose of them. That wasn't worth it. That was even worthless. That was a good pickup. Yeah. Some of these I just picked up because I need them. And Wirt's Leg, which is a must keep if you want to have fun in the future with the ever so lovely secret cow level. Keep a nice organization. Nice organization makes everything happy. Okay, so let's go talk to a car because I think I get a reward there. Yep, so let's talk to a car.
You have risked your life.
Yay. See if there's any good. 10% faster cast rate. I need charms and other cool stuff. But I think we're going to call it here because I'm just... Yeah, I've been running on empty since yeah, for a while now. So I think when we pick up, let's see here. We will explore the rest of the Dark Wood, go to the Black Marsh, kill the Countess, you know, the virgin blood-loving bitch. Then we'll go into the Cloister and see how far we get into it. Maybe, if we got time, we'll work up Andariel. I'll try to eventually figure out a regular schedule where I'll always be running, and then I'll play other times, and we'll see what happens, so. Okay, so let's see here. Let me switch this over here. Put me on the screen because, yeah, it's been fun. It's good. So I'm going to roll it, and I'll see you when I see you. Lars and I will be back on Sunday at some point playing some Diablo 3 now that he's got a better machine and I've got a better video card. Things are going to get fun. So until next time.